Yo, 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 it's your boy RONFLIPDAJUMPMAN. I'm back with another Jumpman reaction video to the movie Five Nights at Freddy. Now, in the Five Nights at Freddy 2, you remember the security guard from Five Nights at Freddy 1. You know, now he has a daughter. And his daughter is friends with the robots. They became good friends with her. We're not gonna get into Five Nights at Freddy 1, but if you remember everything about it, then you should know the segue for Five Nights at Freddy 2. So the police officer, the female, that was the daughter of the mastermind behind all the Five Nights at Freddy robots doing all this horrible things to people and kids and stuff, they end up being in a relationship, the security guard and her. But what people didn't know about in the first one that they will find out in the second one is that she got a brother. You know, she's dealing with her traumas, with her dad being, you know, this evil guy behind everything from the first one. She, you know, she have her little nightmares. She would do her little sleeps where she would go face him and tell him, you know, I'm not afraid of you and this and that. And he was like, you're my daughter and this and that. Basically, he's trying to convince her in her dreams that he can use her to keep the evil shit going. Like he done passed on a 500 fortune company or something, victimizing kids and bullshit. She like, I'm nothing like you, da, 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 da. But what nobody didn't know from the first one is that she had a fucking brother. So everybody trying to figure out how these robots coming back, doing things and shit. Her brother participating in helping one of the, what they called deceased ghost children. They got unalive. And what they didn't show in the first Five Nights at Freddy was the first Five Nights at Freddy building. So some things are going on over there. He's over there helping conjure up the spirit of the unalive child into one of the other robotic dolls and shit. So, without having to explain everything, you know, they basically showing, you know, how AI robots can go against humans, shit like that, and can't be trusted. And other than that, I ain't really too much to explain about this shit because it really wasn't hitting on a whole lot of shit, to be honest. Other than it having great music, thinking it's gonna be like traumatic scenes and scary scenes, and it wasn't a whole lot of that, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. It wasn't hitting the same like the first one. You know what I'm saying? And then they got a nerve enough to leave a segue to let people know that it's gonna be a third one. Man, if they didn't get the second one right, I hope they get the third one right, because this shit ain't really hit on nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? It pretty much sucked to me, to be honest with you, Pops. It pretty much sucked to me. You know what I'm saying? So these robots, they come back there, you know, trying to go after parents that were there that night when the child got unalive, and trying to blame them for things that happened. You know what I'm saying? So they're going after them, and the security guard dude, he's not a security no more in this one. And his girlfriend, she was a police officer. I don't think she's a police officer no more. they're trying to stop this. So what she did was she put some type of code, some type of shield, something that would keep them from leaving the building, so they won't have to go out and hurt people. And they needed to use the old security guard dude daughter to put that code in, so they can go outside that building, so they can go on that mission to unalive these parents and stuff. So that's basically what happened. But they didn't succeed in unaliving any parents. Her real friends came to the rescue and helped at the end. Chica, Freddy, and them. The first versions of them. Not the prototypes and all these other ones that was at the first building. So it pretty much, that was pretty much it. I really didn't care for it, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, it wasn't really it wasn't one okay, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I could have waited for this shit to hit the streaming app. One of the streaming platforms, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, a lot of the younger generation, they liked it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really see them really going off too much, being spooked or scared in the movie theater. It was a couple of scenes where they cheered and clapped on for a stupid, heroic effort or whatever the case you want to call it. Basically, you know what I'm saying, it was a monkey see monkey do type thing. One person clapping and everybody else clap. You know what I'm saying? If that one person didn't clap, nobody probably would have clapped. So, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I rate from 1 to 5. And just because you call Five Nights at Freddy and one of your AI robots was on West Elm Street, like Freddy Krueger, Five Nights at Freddy Krueger, there's some type of relationship there with the director, producers, writers, or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I should look into it. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I don't give a fuck. But Five Nights at Freddy, I usually rate from 1 to 5. Just because you call Five Nights at Freddy don't mean you're gonna get 5 popcorns. You're gonna get more like, just like your sequel, Five Nights at Freddy 2. You're gonna get 2 popcorns from me. I ain't like it. Shit was whack. Shit was whack.